that a joint? Is that a joint?
Hey traders, welcome to the pump stream. Normal stream time pump, but nevertheless, what a day. Bitcoin up $2,400 roughly, about 5%. Been really good. Been outperforming a lot of altcoins, but not all of them. But just collectively, crypto's done really well today. Some up double-digit percentage points, but not many. Tech had a recovery today. Very nice. And energy or oil continuing to moon. It's unreal, dude. What's up, Echo Leaf? Good to see y'all. As we just take a look at the 4-hour Bitcoin chart, very little to no resistance above us until
educators rule.
Until the the next high, the El Salvador buying climax before the dump, which in the end, by the looks of it, it was just a big shakeout that lasted a month. Because September sucks for crypto. It wasn't any different in 2021. October rocks for crypto. Doesn't look like anything's different than other Octobers that we've seen. Amazing, man. Clockwork. So yeah, there's been opportunity. There's definitely been opportunity in this market for a handful of altcoins. We're talking about strategic entries at inflection points. I guess we can look at those. You know, some of them have taken off substantially. Some have just been posted. Some have hit targets already. Some haven't. Wow, you know, mixed bag. But one thing that you could take into consideration here is from that previous high up there to the low point. You know, you're at an 88% retrace right now, probably, right? High to low. Wow, you are exceeding the 88% retrace. Nice. Very, very nice. Let's violate that. Violate the 886. Because that is where a reaction could occur for, you know, potential pullback. I mean, at this point, you go all the way down to 48K and all would be well. Right? Just previous levels. Just remember, though, the larger wave analysis here. Multiple wave analyses imply minimum $57,500 to $61,250. All right, we're talking. That's the next level of major overhead resistance. That is a, I mean, minimum 1414 fib extension on your ABCD. Could go to the 1618, which literally lines up. Why? How insane is this, chat? I mean, you have a high to low 88% retrace is confluent with the March 13th peak. But at the same time, when you have the A, B, C, D structure, you have more confluence at that same price. The 1.618 fib extension of the ABCD with the 886 with the inflection point from history. It is unbelievable how perfect these fib numbers, these fib nodes are, where they line up. The meeting of three rivers right there, not two. Because like confluence, the definitive term is the meeting of two rivers or whatever. So what do we call it when it's the meeting of 3 to 6 rivers, you know? Grand Central Station. Some of y'all would get that Sopranos joke. Anyway. Wow, I watched the, what is it, New Saints, or the Saints of Newark or whatever last night. Nah, it's okay. I really hope they make more. I think it's set up for more movies in the future. But dang, man, what a freaking curveball. You didn't know what happened, and now you know. Dang. Okay. Yeah, I think we really, really want to see Bitcoin get back above the El Salvador high. That would be unbelievable. I mean, it would be so good. It would be so, it would make sense. It wouldn't be unbelievable, really, at this point. That's a word you use, you know. It would be awesome. It would inspire awe to get above that level. And it was just, you know, why did we dump? I mean, sell the news after a really nice run, but we had to go back test and make sure this level was support. It certainly was. There were many assets that had their own respective resistance supports being back tested. And that was the opportunity. The opportunity area, this asset's up about 15% from the successful back test of that $40,000 to $42,000 zone. Gotta love it, man. Okay, so if you want to keep it clean, that's fine. You don't like wave structures, whatever. Here you go. Here's your simplistic chart where we just have supports and resistances. You breached a candle close high from March 3rd at $50,400. And there is no more overhead resistance. Except, I mean, the local high. We talked about that already, 52,800 to 53K. But the major one is 57.5 to 58.4. That's it. Eventually, you think we'd go there because of the wave analysis. All right. Clean chart. If you don't remember the weekly, last week, what happened, chat? This was identified. I even tweeted about this, man. You couldn't omit it if you were a member of this community or something, right? A weekly bullish engulfing candle was confirmed after successfully back testing the old level of resistance as support for the second week in a row, not the first. One time, two times. We got levels of confirmation down here. So, I mean, you know, what's there to do now? Just to run up to the next major levels. and test fail or test and moon. Something I hadn't really even thought about yet that could be valid, but definitely not yet. Just don't get your hopes up. I'm just screwing around here because it's like kind of starting to see it for the first time. Right, well with the 67, so we're talking more so, minimum 1272. Very strong wave structure developing on the weekly. Where you made a much higher low than the previous low, and now you're on the C to D wave possibly. 1272, 2618 from B to C. Minimum target 75K. Really? Yeah. Really? Okay.
Noise!
Eventually.
I appreciate your time. Can you give a gander at RenTHX?
So anonymous, thanks for tweeting, dude. First contribution of the day, or first request of the day. Thank you, dude. Yep, we will look at it, man. This is where you just don't know, man. Remember these levels. I just didn't know, and you don't know. And then eventually you either break down or you break upwards. And upward we went. It's all about the levels. We don't know if market participants are absorbing remaining supply or market participants are absorbing remaining demand. You just don't really know when it's hugging it like this, especially after making lower highs. Same lows, but one low, a second low, third low is kind of a triple bottom, really. Okay, so that's a big one. We're looking at it one on, man. Here's Ethereum testing its own level of inflection that we knew. If Ethereum ever got there, it might definitely be somewhere where a reaction occurs. Why go back? You can't find this on the daily. You have to go to the 4 hour to see this. But first identified May 4th. But then really understanding it was a level that was real May 13th. Even more levels of confirmation this was going to be a real level. Look, May 17th and 18th, it was once a support. Then short time later, it became a resistance. So now, not even now.
Happy Pump Day, Mitch. Bitcoin dominance chart looking like a snack. Appreciate your hard work and dedication. 0.003154000 ETH.
Yeah, Bitcoin dominance, nothing new there. I literally said I think the bottom was in on Bitcoin dominance a few weeks ago, right? 2.5 weeks ago. Based on the structural development, the technical indicators, the confirmation lows, the value perceived areas, literally every reason on the chart was why. It's not because, I feel so strongly about something on Bitcoin dominance. No, it's just what the chart's showing us, right? It's all it's ever been about.
What do you see at Storj?
Well, yesterday Storj was butting up against the old neckline of potential inverse head and shoulders, and I had not broken it yet, but I don't know, maybe today it's different. I had not seen Storj today. It's not on my main watch list, so we'll look at it. Okay, thanks, dude. I'm sure he probably is testing it still, if not breaking it a little bit, or at least getting deeper into that inflection point zone, whatever. Anyway, thank y'all for the contributions. We will look at those $20 minimum contributions. You tip it, we'll look at it, right? As long as it's on trading.
Farm/USD Coinbase. The whole chart is a bullish bat/Gartley, aka Barley.
It's the Gartley Barley. Hageki, what's up, dude? Thanks, man. We'll look at farm if you wish. Sorry, I got like a cardboard shirt on right now. It's so stiff.
Peace.
So Dow Jones, thanks to the 5, man. Yeah, so anyway, just going back to Ethereum. We're talking about that level, right? Back from May and March, or just multiple times in May. That's it. It was like the whole month of May was a resistance support. But then later, like one time in history, September 9th, it was resistance again. Then an upthrust. And here was the successful upthrust and back test of the upthrust. Extremely real resistance here. You break it. It seems very probable much higher levels will be achieved on Ethereum breaking this. Okay, so understand what you're testing today on Ethereum. If you were getting in at like levels down here that don't make much sense strategically because you're below a major inflection point, probably equitable to take profit here. But where we took the trade on this one was when this impulse up occurred and really confirmed that that bottom was real, confirmed that we were back in the zone of inflection. Okay, I felt a lot more confident there than here. So when I set up to take profits, it was not really equitable to take profit here quite yet. And I'll show you what the thought process was behind this, since we're so far off. We're far off enough that I can show it. You know, this is something that I prepare for patrons. This is something you get if you are a patron. Hand delivered to you, you're alerted, you're notified. And this is it, man. Any given hour of the day. Right here. So it's like Ethereum. We were playing what? Multiple things. We were playing the bullish 5-0, right? This is the huge bear shark structure. This was the bullish 5-0. You had the reciprocal ABCD there, very similar to total market cap, right? Then you had that third valley, the third valley, man. And it was like, okay. So I was just thinking, like, all right, we enter now. We just have a stop loss marginally below that third valley. Okay. My issue was, again, with that, it wasn't 3-to-1 reward to risk if we took profit at 35.26 with a stop loss there. So you got to be able to, you know, it's got to be 3-to-1 if you want to win 33% of your trades and make money. So it's like, that was it. That was the thought process, right? Okay. So you're at that inflection point thinking, you know, this is a much more major wave. This could be just the fractal of the much smaller structure we had back earlier this year. And I think we got a little bit more work to do, but I think eventually the supply will be absorbed here. We'll break it and we'll probably go, you know, to 43.85, maybe even $5,000 in time. Okay, so that was the thought process behind the Ethereum trade setup. That is, what is it up now from the entry? 15? It's up, no, it's up 18.6% in about 3 to 4 days. Currently on Ethereum, yes, currently, if you can even believe this chat, Ethereum is giving us some 4-hour hidden bullish divergence right here. It's pictured on your screen. When an asset makes a low on price, this level of negative momentum, then it makes a substantially higher low with higher levels of negative momentum. And when that negative momentum begins to wane, what does that imply? A continuation to the upside. And we're working on it. But you haven't even gone green yet on positive momentum, so we're at that level. You can't ignore it. It's there. We don't know if it's going to break, but man, the oscillator on the 4-hour at least is kind of a little promising. Could give you some optimism, maybe. Just saying, Bitcoin pulls back. This is going to pull back too. Okay. All right. Speaking of total, why don't we not take a look at total today? Play the sound clip like always.
I like turtles.
We like totals, chat. Total has tested the top of the inflection zone that goes back to April 16th. Tested it and it's pulled back. Can you be surprised? That's exactly where reactions occur. We got some price action, correlation, reaction right there. So you ever break that? Well, you know, you're thinking about 2.41 trillion. You break this, I think you're working on this, chat. And I know it sounds crazy now. It almost always does, right? But we just talk about an A, a B, a C, and a D. All right, 1414, 1272, 1618. If you go to the extreme, the 1618, we're talking $2.86 trillion market cap, the highest level of all time. Okay, bullish 5-0, bullish pattern in extremely bullish conditions. Could be reliable and it can oftentimes outperform. I think outperformance would take us to $2.85 trillion eventually. Okay, could you imagine where all of crypto is going to be if that happens? Yes, Bitcoin's going to be at all-time highs or near it. Ethereum's certainly going to be at all-time highs. Many of these altcoins are going to be up substantially from where they are right now. Kind of makes sense if you look across the crypto sphere at some of the opportunities that are possibly presenting themselves right now. And I'm saying opportunities, assets that are shifting their momentum after 78 to 88% retraces from the respectable previous swing lows. So uptrend, value perceived in an uptrend, divergence, confirmation lows. A lot of those things are happening right now, and a lot have already taken off, like Ethereum, for instance. So you could imagine if we're up there, all those things are playing out, right? Okay, we cool. I just wanted to look at those, and now we're going to move on to Cardano. That has not really done anything today. That's okay. It's no big deal. It's back testing the old supply line as a demand line now. But it's just not really, it's like 1.93%. Right, I don't think this is bad. I think as long as it makes a higher low than the previous low, it's going to be okay. Remember, it broke out, and it's back tested that breakout as support. It's trying to make a higher low. It's just stuck between levels, right? 230 is not a joke. 230 is a daily candle high close from history, the old all-time high. And once you break that, I think you go straight up to 247. I think 247 is the major level, the old all-time high at the highest point. That's the neckline of the potential double bottom here. I think you break that, you're going straight up 292. No idea beyond that. Okay, so you just got some bullish convergence going on, no hidden divergence, but kind of lagging behind everything else. Interesting. Underperformer for now, but it wasn't before. Okay, so that's Cardano. Meh. I'll show you something that looks way better than Cardano, and it's been performing better than Cardano. It structurally was better. Everything. And it was that very popular exchange that a lot of people use, that a lot of people don't use because of KYC now. Yes, one of the largest market cap coins in the world, and it was Binance Coin. It was a trade setup too. It was a trade setup at major inflection points, well off it, hit the first target of the trade setup. What it do at that level, pull back some, only to make a very shallow retrace and kind of consolidate, a little bit of downsloping consolidation, 1 and 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom. You've now broken it, you've even back tested, and the big deal is you are above inflection points. You're above the low from April 17th, the high from June 3rd. Above that could be brilliantly bullish. Your minimum target on this is $500 from here. Now, hopefully it holds. It may not hold. It may just, attempt to rally and Bitcoin dumps, and then it falls back below 430. And your major level that you're really monitoring on BNB is $430. Well, we're at 441. So you stay above this long enough. I think your target eventually minimum is $500. Okay. Currently at this time, there is hidden bullish divergence in development, just like Ethereum. Has not even yet gone positive. Let's see how it goes. Will this usher in the continuation of this initial impulse? It's very possible. Being above all major levels. The first one was 377. I don't know, that was kind of tough, but it just blasted through it like it was nothing. So, there you go. Bull pull, bull flag combination. The target. A measured move would probably take you up to like $510, $515. So, very nice. As you know on this one, this is also just another one that made sense, but is just well off the areas that made sense, right? So we think now on BNB. Headed towards the second target, which is $500. That's weird. Why is it $500? Strategically, it makes the most sense, right? You layer out a position, one inflection point, another one, and then another one. The big one's up here. That's like the deep wave stuff, the 886s from the all-time high to the correction low up there. So in time, that's where we'll be headed. Okay, nice. Finance. So we got to shift gears a little bit for a second, whatever. We're holding, chat. We're holding. There is on the S&P 500 identified bullish divergence on the oscillators, a slightly lower low. First lower low on the 4-hour the S&P 500 has seen since May of 2020. It's been a long time. But sellers are implying that they're a little exhausted at these levels. So it's rallied today, up 1%. Tech was up, 3 to 5%, depending on whichever asset you were looking at. Definite recovery. And I think you really want to go test 43.92 and break it. And this could be some sort of dragon in development if this is truly a confirmation low that is in. And the oscillators are favoring that. But it has not really taken off enough. I don't think we have enough data to truly know that it is bottoming out right now and getting ready to go higher. You just don't really know yet, okay? So that's it for the S&P. Divergence implying a reversal, a bullish reversal upwards. Dow Jones that looked way better because it almost looked actionable. Confirmation low. A confirmation low at the pattern completion zone or around the pattern completion zone of the bullish bat pattern at the bottom of a range. You're thinking it could be bottoming out. It's like bullish. It's definitely bullish divergence. I mean, it's like the same candle low closes with lower levels of negative momentum, higher levels of relative strength, implying a reversal upward. So same situation here. Was up 0.92% today.
Thank you, sir, for the life-changing education. Fire.
Jerome Stark, thanks for the $10 super chat, and thank you for watching and giving me a chance, right? You had to give me a chance. You may have come in when I was a piece of bread or a Viking or a Vet Moon Boy or something and turned it off and never turned it back on. It's like, dang, that's your loss, I guess, right? We just like having fun sometimes. And spaceships, right? Ooh, listen to this guy in a spaceship. Oh, yeah. Where these trade setups are, right, that we've been talking about, looking at, reviewing, are in this. I just posted the link to the Patreon. It is the 5th of the month, so it's still very early in the month. Great time to join and see if it's for you. But I guarantee you, if you invest in yourself for 30 days, the 30 days you give me in the Patreon, you won't believe where you are as a swing trader analyst by the time that 30 days is up. I give you my word on that. Invest in yourself for 30 days in my Patreon, and you won't even believe where you are in 30 days. Now, if you don't invest in yourself, you won't be anywhere, just like anything in life. You like the whole point of joining the Patreon is to put emphasis on educating yourself and getting better, and being better able to identify structural developments at critical levels that give us an edge, a greater than 50% chance of an asset reversing there.
Been gone for a minute, can we take a look at Storj?
Storj, you mean Storj? I don't know Storj, dude. But yeah, someone already requested it, so yeah, we'll look. Thanks, man, for sure. All right, that's your Dow Jones. Could be bottoming out, trying to anyway. Interesting. All right, NASDAQ composite that took it on the chin really bad is held. Somehow, for now, has held this critical level. It's oh so important. If it doesn't hold this level, going straight down to the next level that happens to line up at the pattern completion zone of a bullish butterfly. I'm sorry, a bullish deep crab, not a butterfly. So that's, it held, like for now. It held for now, chat. And it may never fall below that, but there's no confirmation. There's certainly no confirmation that the bottom's in here. I'll show you that, yeah, quite possibly, sellers are exhausted on the 4-hour. This is implying it. It looks very similar to the Dow Jones and the S&P 500, but the RSI isn't technically showing divergence, but yeah, it's kind of like Class C bullish divergence where you double bottom on the oscillator and you make a lower low on price. Okay, so it's a form of stagnation and relative strength. You hold 14,176, you're fine. Just like Bitcoin, you hold 40 to 42K, you're fine. But if you don't, you better look out for much, much lower levels. We're not here to say we know that an asset's going to hold a critical level. That's what we monitor, and we know what will happen if it does hold or doesn't hold. Okay? And we plan accordingly. Strategize with entries, stop losses, all that. Okay, and then we go to the Russell 2000 that's just been literally all over the place, dude. If you didn't think it could be all over the place anymore, it did it again. It's like making another higher low than the previous lows. Dang, man, it is no edge, just stuck in a glass case of emotion in a range, okay? That's it. If anything, you can almost just get rid of that. There you go, dude. Pretty clean. What's up, Don Julio?
Don Julio tipped $25. Mitch, what about Tigerndak? I think it looks better with a huge reversal candle.
I don't know. We look at NASDAQ. We will look at it, sir. Thanks. Put it on the list. Okay, so it might be oh yeah. All right. So we got a few new patrons who joined. Arif, Hockey Dan, And just now, I think seconds ago, DFG. Thank you all for joining the Patreon. Please be sure to sync with the Patreon and the Discord. You gotta do that. Thank y'all. Very grateful. That's the single best way to support what I do every day. Like, you want me to keep coming back doing this stuff? Join the Patreon. Your voice saying, "This is. I do want you to come back every day to do what you've been doing for almost 4 years now."
Patreon changed my life. Not only all the education from Mitch, but the value one gets from all the other experienced traders is incredible. The hive mind, man. Thanks y'all.
It is, man. We're looking for the same things. Once you figure out the things we're looking for, it starts becoming so amazing because what we're looking for is so tangible. It's not this, oh, we're looking for just a demand line and I think we long at the demand, like moving averages. No, it's like a formula. Once you figure that formula out and you scan charts, you're looking for the same things over and over and over, and eventually it clicks. And then it becomes second nature long after it clicks. And that's what you're striving for. Okay, so we have requests, man. We have some requests. Not many. First one was Ren. Make sure I got the right one here. We'll see. Let's see here. Yeah, and it's another thing where it's like, show me your friends, I'll show you your future. Show me the online community you're active in, and I'll show you who you are becoming or will become, right? I mean, it's real. Old Ren. Yeah, Ren's taking its sweet time since the entry of the trade setup, hit his first target, pulled back, rallied above it, but it's kind of stalling out, isn't it? It's just consolidating after another markup that was much, I don't know, it's the size of the impulses were similar, right? 70%, 48%. So, it's not as powerful as the first one, but nevertheless, this could pull back, whatever. You've already taken profit on one of the, one take profit level. Get that up real quick. Let's see. Yeah, let's just look at it real quick. Yeah, you almost hit the second target at the trade setup, which was quite reasonable, quite conservative. You got, there it is. 115 is the top of the structure. Then 134 is right here, that yellow line. That is not a joke. It's very, very real. It's an inflection point, major reversal area from March 11th. You haven't touched that yet. I figured, hey, you probably would, And third target's a lot more aggressive because above that level, we know there's nothing here, right? It's a straight up, straight down situation once in history. So that's what we know it's going to be. Once that level breaks, there's nothing market participants are going to do but push the price up to the next level. That's where the next level probably of supply would be. What is supply? Sell orders? Okay. Market participants don't know how to strategize where to put a bunch of sell orders in the middle of nowhere, right? Anyway, so there you go, dude. So it's making its way. It may never get to 173. It could top out here. It could top out at 134, never see it again and dump back down to entry levels, and it happens, man. But things are okay for now. But yeah, it is definitely stalling some. Definitely stalling. And could pull back again to make maybe another higher low. Patience is required on this one. That's your Ren. Thanks for the request, the contribution, man. Next request was... Oh, yeah. I remember. Oh, it's done it, man. It's done. Chat. Okay, Storj has broken back above major inflection points. Okay, so it's like we have to do... All right, on Storj, breaking back out. Anything above 129 is, you have to be bullish. Okay, you have to. We have a straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down situation. If it stays above 129 long enough, I think we could go straight up again on Storj. Really, really nice bullish butterfly developed at the pattern completion zone. It did reverse. And now here we are. Yes. Take note, this is a major development on Storj again, okay? It's up 5.47%. Figured the way the market was reacting today, it could maybe be back above it because it was testing it yesterday as resistance. Very good. That's all I can give you. Okay. Are we cool on Storj? Yes, major levels are broken and could go much, much higher. 186 would probably be your longer term target based on history. Okay, Storj.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
Alright, for Higeki, man. We gotta go rural for this one, dude. Don't we? Yes, I've been here before. I have memory of this place. And what happened? Farm, yes, is at the pattern completion zone of a bullish Bartley, but it was just kind of like it went to a freaking 96% retrace. But yeah, at this level, you are reacting some, not really doing anything. So you think this, yeah, sure, could be a reasonable level for a long, but where's the beef? Where are the bids? It's up 1% today. And obviously near the bottom of what would be considered possibly an inflection point zone now. Look, I mean, we got the low points and the high point. The price action, you know, it's normally just straight down, straight up, straight down. It could go straight up again. So, I mean, I think your stop would probably, you want it to be below 145. This is the only way you could probably trade this right now. The only way. Only way is, like, I think that would make the most sense is like stop loss below X and then take profit. It has to be take profit at 287, right? Well, I mean, like that makes the most sense, right? It would have to be stuck in this a while, you know. It'd be a position trade. I don't know if it's gonna have, like, you know, it might take a week if it's gonna play out to get there, but that's how you could size it up. Low points, deep retraces. You know, you were kind of diverging, kind of, you know, well, now you're showing hidden bullish divergence on the 4 hour. If you really zoom in and look at this thing, look from the low to the higher lows, higher levels of negative momentum, implying a continuation here. Yes, farm, we've been here, man. That's the way one would size it up. And if you wanted more targets, right, say it was going to go beyond that, it was going to break the crazy level. I mean, C is a target, but A, it would just probably be like that. It'd probably be like 287, 384 be your targets on farm if it was going to play out here, okay? Coffee infused with espresso, chat. Holy crap. Irwin coffee. I opened a new bag today. Santa Marta. Not Santa Maria, but Santa Marta. It's good. It's really good. What I love about this coffee machine, you can tell, like, so powerfully the difference in beans. Like, oh yeah, I definitely, that does not taste anything the same as it did before or the other bag. I think this machine, I think your like coffee is, and your coffee beans are only as good as the brewing process, right? I think a lot of people would agree here. Okay, does anyone understand what the process and why this might be, how it would be sized up? You get it? You don't want anything to do with the asset below X, but it's near the bottom, so the upside could be tremendous. We're talking like farm, if this actually held from where it is now, we're talking like 68 to 70% upside. Okay. Can't even tell if people are seeing what I'm doing right now. Okay.
Hey dude. Enjoy your streams. You think Doge getting you the end of a triangle?
I don't know, Flonker man. Thank you for the contribution. I don't know, was that a request or what? We knew above a certain level it could go to much higher levels. I think it's above that. It was above that level yesterday when we looked at it. Okay, educational purposes probably only on this one. I don't know, like it could be published, you know. I mean, like just a way to keep people doing the right thing. This is a doing the right thing situation where it doesn't matter if you were looking at farm, if you were looking at gold or Amazon or Google or Bitcoin or Ethereum or the euro to the pound. Low risk, high reward opportunities are presented this way, right? Okay. Okay, moving on. Next one. Oh, we're looking at Storj. Okay, look at the next one. Next one we just requested. It was the NASDAQ Incorporated. So it's the brokerage, whatever. What a nice day today. Beautiful, almost engulfing candle. You definitely could argue for sure on NASDAQ, NDAQ, there is daily hidden bullish divergence continuing to be in development on both oscillators, implying a continuation. Dang, man. Yep, that's a really strong candle today. Statement candle, dude. So, yeah. Upward you go. I mean, the target here is like $200, you know, where its high was almost $200. So, yep, if the TA is respected on NDAQ on the daily, $200 and maybe beyond. That's it. Wow, number go up. Yeah, number really go up, dude. $200. Okay. Sweet. Yes, we looked at the index funds already, yes. That was it. That was the last request. Get wrecked, chat. Get wrecked on this pump day. So, just right at the 88% retrace from the previous discernible swing high to low, 886. Oftentimes where reactions can occur. Right, based on wave structures. You could plot here an X, an A, a B, a C, and a D, and it would give you a shark, a textbook shark. It's completely valid. Right, 618, fine. 150% retrace, and the 886. This is the minimum. So this could also, as a shark, still end up being 113% retrace right here before reacting. But for now, yep, right there. It's the 886, man. Sure. Even so, you could go, I mean, this could be the B point and be a bat pattern, and I think it'd be valid, the same pattern completions as the 886. So don't be surprised if we react here after such a nice run. Okay. Will we rise? We are rising. Beautiful, dude. Okay, so I guess I'll just start hitting the space bar some, whatever. Algo, beautiful, confirmed double bottom. Well, close to it anyway. You know, what I love is the asset. Anything above 184 is great on Algo.
How come Nick hasn't starting a tipping war yet?
I don't know, man. Like, no one ever has to do that. You know, that's... Imagine being another streamer where the tip wars never happen. You know, I'm just grateful to have what I have. You know, this community, dude, it's unreal. It's like freaking dream. You know. So, right, what was the neckline for Algo? Certainly. What you tried to break and couldn't. Right there, man. Once that breaks, I think you're going up to probably 250. Think about a measured move here. It's crazy.
Hey Mitch, I am seeing a very strong double bottom on the Nano 4 hour, and it's still 80% below its ADH. Your thoughts, bro?
Nano? Yeah, Nano was looking good. It had a nice harmonic structure, all that, for sure. Right, measured move on Algo, 257, if it can ever break out, which it hasn't yet. Oh, Lane Kiffin, huh? Wow, dude, Lane Kiffin in the chat.
Hex used.
Hey Lane, why did you go for it
Can we
on
check
4th down
Troy
at
West?
your own 30-yard line? Can you tell me why? Was it just complete disrespect? What's up, Egg? Thanks for 20. Yeah, Troy, sure. Decentralized Trojans, dude, sure. Not a peep from the Hexicans chat. Because it didn't hold the demand line for now. It did not. Go. Alright, what was that again? Nano? Yep. Double bottom, huh? Not on a significant time scale. Maybe on the 30-minute, 60-minute. But Nano down here, I mean, it was a cipher. Crazy cipher, man. Never even hit the 786, really. That would have made a lot of sense. But a nice M shape and a reversal. Not making really higher highs yet. You did, though, break the neckline of the double bottom. Oh, you're talking about this, right? I think his idea, what he was trying to explain via TTS was like, hey man, we had a double bottom, an Adam and Eve. This is an Adam and Eve. The Adam is the V-shaped looking bottom, and then the Eve is more of the rounded bottom. Eve, rounded bottom, because girl, I guess, right? Even though like V-shape, you can get confused with your mnemonics trying to remember this stuff. But yeah, dude, it has broken above this confirmed double bottom, 520. I love how it ran straight up to the next level before pulling back. And yeah, it's holding here and could be diverging. Hidden bullish divergence could be going on from the low to the next low. Right here, higher levels of negative momentum implying higher prices. So I think it would go, if it did hold, it'd go straight back up to 616. Which is an inflection point from history. We've had this marked for a long time. Look, I mean, this very real reversal area. You go back up there. If you ever broke that, though, if you ever broke 616, you're going to 746 fast. That's it. So yes, he is correct in his contribution, saying that very strong double bottom. It is a double bottom near a value perceived area. That's what you're looking for. 786 is 886 is double bottoms, inverse head and shoulders, 3 rising valleys. Bullish engulfing candles, springs, back test of springs, all those things is what you're looking for at deep value perceived areas. That is the key, right? We want value. Screw being a moon boy. No fun being a moon boy. That's the end of the road. I mean, like most of the time. Now, sometimes, very rarely, when an entire cycle is going to continue upwards, those moon boys are rewarded for just buying in after the assets run up 70% in 5 days. Sometimes they're rewarded, and those are the most devastating times for them because they have no idea what they're doing, and they think what they did was smart and made sense, and there was logic behind it. In actuality, there was nothing. Yeah, so they'll get lucky if this part 2 continues for crypto. We're talking about we just completed phase 1. We're going to phase 2, right? And that's the A, B, C, D stuff. Okay, so hold above 519 and much higher prices. Easy. The hidden divergence in the far kind of implies that we will continue back and see 616 again to test it. I don't know if you'll hold it though. I don't know if you'll break it. That's it. Nano was looking pretty good. Now it's well off those pretty looking good areas. It still looks okay because it's just regarding old areas that were once resistance and support kind of now. So, okay, cool. Let's see here. Next one is... Oh, Lane Kiffin requested Hex. There you go, dude. So here's Hex, down 3.5%, and unfortunately did not hold the demand line, but still hasn't technically made a lower low yet. If it can hold here, it could be okay, but dang, man, you talk about a high, a lower high, and now a lower high with a buy wall. You know what that means. It's distribution.
Please, bottom of a channel.
Kroger? Yeah, Conrad, we'll look at it. Thanks for the 20. Man. So you're below the 200 moving average for the first time since August 13th. Could be headed down to 34 to 35 cents if this doesn't hold this level, like this base of buying that started September 20th. September 28th, and now today, the 6th of October, 5th, whatever. Right, so buy wall with distribution. You got to bounce here, man. If you don't bounce here, Hex has probably got 12% more drawdown power, right? Where it's a little support here, this is it. Anything below that goes straight to 34, 35 cents based on historical price action correlation to trend lines. That's it. Holds or dump, 12 more, 13 more percent. Okay. That's it on Hex. It was actually looking pretty freaking good yesterday, and just not enough demand, I guess. Well, Troy, man. Troy, the US dollar. Look at that craziness. It's fine. Anything above 1.1 cents is awesome on Troy. Yep, because that's a major inflection point. Look left, man. Back from December of 2019. Look, August 2020. Look, February 2021. Over and over and over again was resistance. You're above it now. Anything above 1.1 cents is 2.3 cents eventually. It already did it, though. Like, right? It broke above it and dumped. But then somehow made a slightly higher low than previous lows, testing the bottom again. There is some bearish divergence going on the oscillators on the 4-hour, right? Where we're showing some hidden bullish divergence on assets. This one's showing classic bearish divergence. So you could pull back, create an M shape, right? An X, an A, a B, a C, and a D down here. So I don't know. It's anything above 1.1 cents is awesome, and we knew, like always, if you were above that level, eventually the target would be 2.3 to 2.4 cents, based on history. So not really at a strategic entry right now as I'm speaking to you as you're breathing, but you know, it's at some level. It's like trying to hold this one wick high from June 6th. There's definitely like some form of like Wyckoff accumulation here, you know? It's like, look at that. That's a beautiful range. Beautiful range. And you're pretty much like just out of it now. So maybe you pull back to go test 1.1 cents or not, but I think the eventual target 2.3, 2.4 cents above 1.1 cents. Okay, that's it. Kroger was looking awesome, then it was over. It went to all-time highs, I think. But yeah, it has dumped. No edge on the 4-hour. Below the 200 moving average for the first time since March on the 4-hour, right? And yeah, what a nice uptrend. Yeah, pulling back. Could always go... Shoot, man, there's support. I mean, there are levels from 2015 that could act as support here, these old peaks. 38.84, almost tested today. Jeez. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the price action correlates to these levels back from history from 6 years ago. If it holds, you go probably straight back up to 42.67. If not, you're going down to 36.43. You don't hold 46 or 36.43. You're going to 31.41 again. But nice reversal. There were many times to look at this long before today.
Can you check out hashtag
major
XPR,
double
yes,
bottom.
hashtag XPR, hashtag Proton, smiley face.
W. Irv. We'll send you to the Center for Kids Who Can't Read Good. But can also do other things good too. So Kroger, I mean, near all-time highs. Did hit all-time highs last month, but has pulled back pretty hard. And maybe now is going to work on regarding old resistance points as support now. I don't know. There's certainly, yeah, I mean, there certainly is some hidden bullish divergence developing on Kroger on the daily. That's a pretty big deal, man. That's really nice hidden divergence on both oscillators. So the daily is implying a continuation soon. A continuation above critical levels from 6 years ago could be awesome. This is exactly where it could pivot and run to 42.67 to test it again as resistance, because it was once resistance in 2015. So yeah, let's pay attention to the hidden bullish divergence that is in development on Kroger on the daily. Yeah, Proton. XPR was looking incredible. And this is what happens, Larry. Chat, come on. You can't even act like this wasn't discussed before the breakout. Look at you now. And we talk, what happens if it breaks 9/10 of 1 penny? Probably going to 2.2 pennies. It's on its way. That's it. Nothing to talk about, because we talked about it right at and below 9/10 of 1 penny, the major inflection point. We knew straight up, straight down. If it ever broke, it is broken and is on its way to the next target. Sweet. See you higher. I have the weekly plotted here. Look at the weekly on this asset. Too incredible of a double bottom. I mean, it's so perfect. You could have even strategized a beautiful lowest risk entry. It's smart genius money down here. But here's the candle highest candle close of all time, pretty much. March 29th. I think that's your target. Above, well, I mean, you had that target, that highest candle close above that at 6 cents. Maybe it goes there one day. If Bitcoin's going all-time highs, maybe these altcoins are going to do that stuff too. Crazy stuff. But that is too beautiful of a structure on the weekly, man. You cannot ignore XPR. And it's not XRP.
Take a look at PBR/WETH. Zero liquidity, just looking from a Nedu perspective.
Sure, dude. Sure. I'm not getting notified about this. Nicholas, and just now, seconds ago, Justin. Thank both of y'all for joining the Patreon. Please be sure to sing to the Patreon, the Discord. You gotta do it, man. Beautiful. If you were a patron, you certainly are aware of this. Everyone was pinged about this. I mean, like, you were aware. So, yep. Thank you. Thank y'all. Both y'all. PBR. Why do you want me to look at this? Polka Bridge, chat. That's your weekly. Cool. What was once a support is maybe trying to be a support again. On the daily, a bullish engulfing candle is in development. It is up 15% today. So I think anything above 1.3 1/100ths of a penny, your target probably eventually is 2.3 1/100ths of 1 penny. Yeah, sure, you can hold and capture levels, prices above this level of inflection. Yeah, you go much higher again. Sure, trying to confirm a bottom there. It's actually not too bad if you look left at the context. Right, you got one bottom. Now you're working on a second bottom. It's actually a higher low than the first low. Accumulation
Mitch,
a little
would
bit.
you take a look at TGTI?
Hold this and you go much higher. I mean, the upside potential, even though it's up 15% today, from where it is right now, upside potential eventually, minimum 61%. So, yep, that's it. And below that, you stop out. You want nothing to do with this asset, PBR, Polka Bridge. But above that, could be very nice. That's it. What's up, C investor? Yep, sure. Could be an area to strategize, but dang, man, 15% up on the day. It's really tough to ever want to long something that's up 15%, right? You want to, hey, maybe it goes down 5% tomorrow. You know, Bitcoin's at that 886. Maybe we catch a reaction and this, pulls back to go test 1.3 1/100ths of a penny again or something like that. It'd be awesome. 21 more likes until something. Chat, 21 more likes till something. Do it. Let's make it happen. Okay. My God, it held, chat. It held. CI investors like, we did it, man. The inflection point from March of this year somehow held today. On the daily, there's no structural development. It's just a reaction occurring at an inflection point. That is exactly where one could almost expect reactions. When you don't react at inflection points oftentimes and you just dump through it, that's called capitulation. Right? Everything's just steamrolled over. Oh, no support. There were no buyers there. So you're reacting at a level that makes plenty of sense where a reaction would occur. It's up 23% today. So congratulations. It closed above 1 penny. And that's it. There's nothing else really to talk about. There's no development of hidden divergence yet. You bullish Haramid technically on the daily. That's it. I don't know if there's any more like stuff to talk about. I don't think there's any kind of, if you want to scalp maybe because the first time you're testing, but we as swing traders love confirmation lows. We don't really want to work or take longs on assets without any sort of form of confirmation. That is always the most prudent, conservative way to do things. That's it, man. Okay. Yep. Okay. TGGI. Congratulations on reacting at a level where reactions occur. That's it. Okay. What a stream, man. I've been live an hour, about an hour. It's for what Bitcoin's doing. It's, I would say, very tame on hype. There is not much hype at all. I think people are still, they can't believe it or something still. So, and we know that Bitcoin or Google Trends, Bitcoin on Google Trends is at the pattern completion zone of a bullish Gartley, implying that if it's respected, that retail will be searching for Bitcoin again soon, right? Yeah, a quiet pump from Bitcoin, I guess. You check your hold account. Oh my God, how much money was made today? And yesterday, and since the freaking bottom, 15% up. Sweet. Can look at Link. There was also a trade set up. Entry down in the 23s. Still just consolidating pretty bullishly. Some bullish consolidation going on after the first impulse. And you do have, just like Ethereum, hidden bullish divergence in development right now. It's almost class C. Right? Make a low, much higher low, higher levels, or the same levels of negative momentum, implying more upside. It's very possible. And it's mandatory if we want our profit taking levels to get hit. First one being around $30. Sorry, just okay. Well, I guess that was short and sweet. All right, chat. Well, thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. See what happens at this 886. So thanks for watching. I'll be back. Until next time, respect the TA.
Hey Mitch, can you give that some love? It looks ready to party. 0.00569190 ETH.
Dot? Does it really, man? I don't know, dude. Dude, I hit my mic, man. Unbelievable. Was my mic like not muted or something? Jesus. It looks good. It was a trade setup. It was a trade setup because we knew like it could be a failed head and shoulders. And we know failed head and shoulders at necklines turn into long trade setups. So this is a trade setup for literal patrons. If you were a patron, almost 1,000 of y'all, you were given this hand delivered to you on a silver platter, or one could have entered the day of the price when it was at where it was at. Okay, now it's up, consolidating. Once it breaks 33.50, 39.61. That's it. Maybe it looks like it's consolidating bullishly. Sure thing, dude. Okay, cool.
Sup bro, can you look at Theta/USDT on the weekly? I feel like it's setting up for blast off. MACD and higher low on the weekly. Yummy.
Why are y'all tipping like after the stream ends? Like y'all should be like, if you want requests, like isn't it good to do it before I end the stream because no one's doing anything? It's like we cover everything and then, okay, no one's typing. We go through everything. So let's try to get these things in before the stream ends. It's up 11% today. That it was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was a bullish harmonic structure, a bullish shark, or a bullish cipher really. Broke a supply line and then created itself, double bottom there, then bull pulled, bull flagged yesterday at the inflection point, and then broke it, and target is probably 844. Yep, 844 targets. The weekly is really good looking. I mean, the weekly implies, I think, much higher upside. I think it might be working on a, I think Theta could be working on some sort of really good pattern here. I don't know, either it doesn't matter if it's a shark or a bat, it's an 886 eventually. I think Theta's eventually gonna go up to like 15 bucks again. That's the weekly on Theta right now. Bullish engulfing tweezer bottom reversal last week. Very bullish and back above the inflection point. So much more upside on Theta, even though it's substantially higher than the lowest risk areas. So a very textbook tweezer double bottom engulfing candle, and the context is nothing short of brilliant. Above 626 is extremely bullish. Could be going much higher in the next few months. That's Theta on the weekly. Okay. Thanks.
Hi Mitch, can you take a look on Kai/US?
What are y'all trolling me now? Y'all just trolling me with contributions when the stream ends? Stupid bullish. Kai is stupid bullish. That's all you need to know. It's at major reversal areas. Major harmonic and then a smaller harmonic, and the smaller harmonic just happens to be bridging the gap between the first bottom, the reaction low, and the reversal low of the major pattern. So yeah, I think there's tremendous amount of upside left on Kai. I mean, it's almost just the beginning. Yep, that's it. That's Kai. Bullish on Kai. Eventual target's probably 8 cents. Again, I mean, minimum 7 cents. It's the smaller pattern. But that's it, dude. That's it. Bullish as F on Kai still. That hasn't changed though. It's the same analysis. It's not like, oh, I'm just drawing it today. No, it's been the same. We're catching it. Really good areas here. It's going to take time because, look, you got to look left, that inflection point. It's trying to break that, and it can't yet. Or at least it's another major level. So not performing near as good as many others, but it's there. It's looking probably, I mean, it looks pretty good. You know, it's in a long-term uptrend, undeniably, and this is happening. You got to like it. You got to like Kai. Thanks, man. I'll tell you, there's probably a record for contribution request after the stream, so it's cool. Record.